If you're passionate about data or aiming to land your dream job in the data field, then you've landed in the right place. Today, we're diving deep into an exciting and essential topic on Panda's interview questions. Whether you're prepping for a role as a data analyst, data scientist, machine learning engineer, or even a financial analyst, these questions are crucial to master. Pandas, as many of you know, is a powerful library in Python used for data manipulation and analysis. But do you know which questions could make or break your interview? In today's video, we'll walk you through the most important Pandas interview questions, providing you with detailed answers and insights. So if you want to boost your confidence and ace that next interview, stick around. But before we start with our video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on such videos. Alright, let's start with understanding the different job titles that frequently encounter Pandas and Numpy interview questions. First, data analyst. Data analysts often use Pandas to clean, pre-process and analyze data for insights. They might be asked about their proficiency in data wrangling, summarization and visualization using Pandas. Number 2, data scientist. Data scientists extensively use Pandas for pre-processing and exploratory data analysis. Expect questions related to data manipulation and feature engineering. Third, machine learning engineer. Machine learning engineers leverage Pandas for data preparation and feature extraction. They may face Pandas-related questions in the context of model development. Fourth, quantitative analyst. Quants use Pandas for financial data analysis, modeling, and strategy development. Interview questions often focus on Pandas skills relevant to financial contexts. Fifth, business analyst. Business analysts extract insights from data to support decision-making using Pandas. So questions may revolve around data cleaning and visualization. Then, sixth, data engineer. Data engineers working on data pipelines and ETL processes use Pandas for data transformation tasks. Expect questions of using Pandas in data engineering scenarios. Research analyst. Research analysts in fields like market, research on social sciences might use Pandas for data analysis and be assessed on their data manipulation skills. Then we have financial analyst. Financial analysts use Pandas for financial data analysis and modeling. Questions might focus on calculating financial metrics and performing time series analysis. Next, we have operations analyst. Operations analysts use Pandas to analyze operational data and optimize processes. Questions might involve using Pandas for efficiency improvements. Then we have data consultant. Data consultants working with diverse clients and datasets might be quizzed on their adaptability and problem-solving skills using Pandas. Now, let's dive into the key questions you need to know. Starting with the basics. Question number 1. Define Python Pandas. Pandas refer to a software library explicitly written for Python, which is used to analyze and manipulate data. Pandas is an open-source, cross-platform library created by Wes McKinney. It was released in 2008 and provided data structures and operations to manipulate numerical and time series data. Panda can be installed using PIP or Anaconda distribution. Pandas make it very easy to perform machine learning operations on tabular data. Question number 2. What are the different types of data structures in Pandas? Panda library supports two major types of data structures, data frames and series. Both these data structures are built on top of Numpy. Series is one-dimensional and simplest data structure, while data frame is two-dimensional. Another axis label known as the panel is a three-dimensional data structure and includes items such as major axis and minor axis. Moving on to question number 3. Explain series in Pandas. Series is one-dimensional array that can hold data values of any type, string, float, integer, Python, objects, etc. It is the simplest type of data structure in Pandas. Here, the data axis labels are called the index. Moving on to question number 4. Define data frame in Pandas. A data frame is a two-dimensional array in which data is aligned in a tabular form with rows and columns. With this structure, you can perform an arithmetic operation on rows and columns. Question number 5. How can you create an empty data frame in Pandas? To create an empty data frame in Pandas, you use the data frame class from the Pandas library. To create an empty data frame in Pandas, type import pandas as pd. Moving on to question number 6. What are the most important features of the Pandas library? Key features include data alignment, merging and joining, memory efficiency, time series support, and reshaping. Question number 7. How will you explain reindexing in Pandas? Reindexing in Pandas is a method used to confirm a data frame to a new index with optional filling logic. It can be used to change the index of a data frame either by reordering the existing data or by creating a new index and optionally filling the new index with data from the old one. Moving on to question number 8. What are the different ways of creating data frame in Pandas? Explain with examples. To create a data frame from a list of pandas, you import pandas, define a list of strings, convert the list into a data frame using the Pandas DataFrame constructor, and then print the resulting data frame to display its structure. Question number 9. Explain categorical data in Pandas. Categorical data refers to real-time data that can be repetitive. For instance, data values under categories such as country, gender, and codes will always be repetitive. Categorical values in Pandas can also take only a limited and fixed number of possible values. Numerical operations cannot be performed on such data. All values of categorical data in Pandas are either in categories or np.nan. Question number 10. Create a series using dictionary in Pandas. To create a series from a dictionary in Pandas, import pandas, define a dictionary with keys and values. Convert this dictionary into Pandas series using the series constructor and then print the resulting series to see its content. Moving on to question number 11. How to create a copy of series in Pandas. To create a copy of series in Pandas, you use the copy method on the series object. By default, it creates a deep copy, meaning that the new series is completely independent of the original one. This is useful when you want to make changes to the copied series without affecting the original one. The syntax is series.copy deep true, where deep true ensures that deep copy is made. Moving on to question number 12. How will you add an index, row or column to a data frame in Pandas? To add rows to data frame, you can use .log for label-based indexing, ilog for integer-based indexing, and the deprecated .ix for both label and integer-based indexing. While to add columns, you can use .log or ilog in a similar manner. Moving on to question number 13. What method will you use to rename the index or columns of Pandas data frame? To rename the index or columns of a Pandas data frame, you use the rename method. This method allows you to specify new names for the index or columns using a dictionary or a function. Question number 14. How can you iterate over data frame in Pandas? To iterate over data frame in Pandas for loop can be used in combination with an iter_rows call. Moving on to question number 15. What is Pandas Numpy array? A Pandas Numpy array refers to the underlying data structure used by Pandas data frame or series objects to store their data. Pandas is built on top of Numpy, which is a fundamental package for numerical computing in Python. The primary data structures in Pandas, namely data frame and series, use Numpy arrays to hold the actual data. Question number 16. How can a data frame be converted to an Excel file? To convert a single object to an Excel file, we can simply specify the target file's name. However, to convert multiple sheets, we need to create an Excel writer object along with the target file name and specify the sheet we wish to export. Moving on to our last question, question number 17. What is group by function in Pandas? In Pandas, Groupby function allows the programmers to rearrange data by using them on real-world sets. The primary task of the function is to split the data into various groups. Till now, we have looked at some of the basic Pandas questions that you can expect in an interview. If you're looking for some more advanced Pandas interview questions for the experienced, seek reference from these questions and curate your own Pandas interview questions and answers. Question number 1. What do we mean by data aggregation? Data aggregation is the process of gathering, combining, and summarizing data from multiple sources or data sets to provide a comprehensive view or to analyze specific trends. This involves operations such as counting, averaging, summing, or other statistical methods to produce aggregated data that is easier to interpret and analyze. Question number 2. What do we mean by Pandas index? Yet another frequently asked Pandas interview bit Python question is, what do we mean by Pandas index? Well, you can answer it like this. Pandas index basically refers to the technique of selecting particular rows and columns of data from a data frame, also known as subset selection. You can either select all the rows and some of the columns, or some rows and all of the columns. It also allows you to select only some of the rows and columns. There are mainly 4 types of multi-axis indexing supported by Pandas. They are DataFrame, DataFrame.lock, DataFrame.ilog, DataFrame.ix. Moving on to question number 3. What do we mean by multiple indexing? Multiple indexing is often referred to as essential indexing since it allows you to deal with data analysis and analysis, especially when you are working with high-dimensional data. Furthermore, with the help of this, you can also store and manipulate data with an arbitrary number of dimensions. These are some of the most common Python Pandas interview questions that you can expect in an interview. Therefore, it is important that you clear all your doubts regarding the same for a successful interview experience. Incorporate these questions in your Pandas interview questions and answers PDF to get started on your interview preparation. Question number 4. What is mean data in the Panda series? The mean in a Panda series is a statistical metric indicating the central tendency or average of the data. It is calculated by summing all the numerical values in the series and then dividing by the count of values. The mean method in Pandas simplifies this process, providing an efficient way to determine the average, which helps in interpreting and analyzing the dataset. Moving on to question number 5. How can data be obtained in Pandas DataFrame using the Pandas DataFrame get method? The get method in a Pandas DataFrame is used to retrieve specified columns. For a single column, it returns a Pandas series, which is one-dimensional labeled array. For multiple columns, it returns a new data frame with the selected columns. This method is useful for flexible data extraction and manipulation in tabular data analysis. Question number 6. What are lists in Python? In Python, a list is a versatile and fundamental data structure used to store multiple items in a single variable. Lists are mutable, meaning their contents can be modified after creation. They are defined by enclosing a comma-separated sequence of elements within square brackets and can store heterogeneous data types like numbers, strings, or other lists. Lists provide various methods for manipulating and accessing their elements, which are indexed starting from 0. They support operations like appending, extending, and removing elements, making them dynamic and adaptable. This flexibility, along with built-in methods, make lists a key tool for handling collection of data in Python. And that's a wrap on our essential Pandas interview questions. We hope this video boosts your confidence and skills for your next data-related interview, significantly increasing your chances of landing your dream job. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. We have plenty of exciting content coming up, including more tutorials, interview tips, and industry insights that you won't want to miss.